Sounds good. You want me to do that at the end? I could do it all.
We wanted to find out what would happen when you pair together interesting and unlikely combinations of musicians to collaborate for a day.
Keep on, raise your head up high.
A few weeks back, Ben Jaffe from Preservation Hall asked me and Rick Nelson from Maroney Recording Studio to come and record a collaboration between the Preservation Hall Jazz Band and John Oates of Hall & Oates. And it was really this incredible mashup between this traditional jazz fixture in New Orleans and this pop songwriter. We saw it as an opportunity to bring in some cameras and actually document this really cool mashup.
We set up the studio here in the hall and started rehearsing and recording this song we wrote together, you know, Keep On. It's unbelievable, you know, it started off one thing and then just gradually over the course of these 2 days, it grew into something else, you know.
Stay on something, yeah.
It's amazing, you know. He listened to what we had, and he said, "Well, what if, you know, let's put this here. Let's try this here. Let's try this chord change. Let's try this voicing. Let's try this tempo. Let's try putting the bridge here, and let's try doing the chorus here and the verse here."
Well, we discussed what we're going to do with Charlie's solo. How can we make Charlie's solo cool, but not take away from the power of the...
It's just been unbelievable working with someone who is such a great talent for songwriting.
What those guys are doing is I think is really on point with where the world is going. They have this amazing roots tradition that they're perpetuating, but at the same time, they're expanding it into other genres and they're open to new ideas. So it's a very traditional, obviously traditional New Orleans style, but what they're doing with it is they're kind of modernizing it, but keeping the essence of it. And that's what I love.
We just got together yesterday and started rehearsing, and this is what it sounds like. So, we want to thank y'all for so happy to have in our home, Mr. John Oates.
You know, just came together to be like this little perfect little package. You know, it's like it's part like New Orleans, sort of gospel soul, Donny Hathaway, Motown, you know, jazz thing.
With over 15 years of experience working in music and video production, including shows like American Roots and Music Inside Out, I've managed to cultivate some really good relationships with some phenomenal New Orleans musicians. Today, our studio is located inside the historic Lupton's Dance Hall from the 1960s. And now really is the perfect time to bring together all of these elements to create this living, breathing preservation of New Orleans music.